Alright, in this video we're going to talk about the rejection of Bitcoin and Ethereum and my personal price prediction for ETH in the future. My name is mikemadz. Let's get it. Alright, before we start the video, please do me a favor, like, comment, check out my links in the description, and please subscribe. As I said in my last video, things were in an overheated region, so let's check out the charts today. Alright, if we check out the charts at Bitcoin here, last video we clearly said that the 24 or 25,000 was an important level to break through. Unfortunately, it didn't happen this time. This is the daily chart here. I also noticed that we had some sort of rising wedge forming here, which is currently breaking down to the downside. Currently at 31,500 or 21,300 actually. The next support level would be to hold about 20,900. Needs to be respected. If not, we will drop lower to the 19 and back to the bottom where we had last time, 17,500 approximately. Do I think it will happen? Not probable. It's possible, but I don't think so. Right now we're fighting here, and I think the next level that's going to be respected should be around 20,700. If you look at the RSI, we still have room to go down here, to go to oversold on the daily. On the 4-hour, however, things are already at a decent level, and we can accept some sort of sideways movement or maybe a pump back higher from here, but time will tell. Okay, if we look at the dollar, which we also had a look last time, unfortunately the dollar found support at around 104 and had a crazy rally back to 108. So clearly you can see the correlation between the dollar strength and the risk on assets. Last time the dollar was breaking down, Bitcoin was moving up, it found support, it's pumping it back up. Risk on assets and Bitcoin are on the downside, moving down. Right, a small goodie for this video, we're gonna have a look at Bitcoin wallets. Here we are at the wallets that have more than 100 Bitcoin as a balance, so significant holdings. There's no changes here, still moving sideways, no real sell-offs there, okay? If we look, however, at, let's say, whales or entities with over 1,000 Bitcoin, there's one interesting fact to see here, that the sell-off, the steady sell-off that started in February or March 2022 has come to a halt and is moving sideways. Hopefully, and maybe this is a sign that those entities or those people are anticipating that the bottom is already in and higher prices are on the horizon. If we look at ETH of course also got rejected. The beautiful thing here, or the sad thing here about ETH, is that it got rejected off its own bull market support band. Clearly the 20-week SMA acted as resistance and we weren't able to pull through. Currently at 1,600, 1,700, the next levels to watch would be around 1,500 and then 1,300. If 1,300 doesn't hold, we're gonna go back to the lows again, and it's time to load up on ETH massively again if that happens. In the short term, and my personal hunch is the RSI is at oversold in the short term, and I don't see any reason why we should break down lower. But however, nobody has a crystal ball that tells you the future. You just have to have your own strategy, your own DCA levels, and you have to act accordingly. For me personally, ETH is back to a level where I feel good DCing in. However, things can of course drop lower, so always have cash on hand. But you can go watch my latest video and you can clearly see that I was talking about a breather for ETH. ETH needed a breather, the whole market needed a breather, so I'm actually happy with that it happened, because those are decent levels to buy in currently, in my opinion. My personal hunch right now is that the merge still has some steam left in it, and I think we will see hopefully higher prices in the short term, and then we will see where we go from there. Alright, coming to the juicy part of the video, my ETH price prediction for the short and for the long term. I have to add a disclaimer, of course. Take everything with a grain of salt, and this is not financial advice. For this scenario to happen, the second scenario I'm going to talk about, ETH needs to be able to scale to 1 million, around 1 million transaction per second in order to even achieve those levels, which I'm going to talk about shortly. For the first scenario, I'm going to talk about the next cycle. ETH easily, in my opinion, can reach $10,000, if not 15 or very optimistically 20,000 for the next cycle. All we need for that is more institutions. We need the merge to go well, and simply we need fresh money to come into the market. It's simply a little bit more of a 2x from the last high, and that's easily achievable in my opinion for the next cycle. Looking towards the future, a little more of a long-term outlook. If ETH is able to scale with sharding and is able to achieve a stable 1 million transactions per second, then sucking in the monetary energy from the bond market and digitalized securities and real estate, the bond market alone is a $100 trillion market. So the price prediction there for ETH would be 100,000 per coin sooner or later. I know right now you're thinking, man, this guy is absolutely crazy. I'm unsubscribing. Man, what a moon boy. Whoa. Keep in mind, I'm talking about the next 20 years. It's a possibility. It's not something out of the blue or out of the realm of possibilities. It's definitely a possibility, and ETH, I think, is gearing towards that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here again, of course, the short-term movements, we're going to have a look at them and we're going to keep tracking those, but always have the big picture in mind. Okay, as always, guys, most important thing is don't get wrecked.